Dogs like this take 2 to 3 years to train. However, they can sell for up to $20,000. One North State man with a passion for rowing wanted to share it with the community. Now he is finally making his vision a reality. Even an extra 20 minutes on the bike or walking shop to shop can make a big difference. Kira Allen Alviera has spent his life raising Border Collies as work dogs, and still at the age of 70, he is fine-tuning his craft. So if you find a sticker like this or a new recycling bin, you might just be this month's winner.
The flames just went up in my face, and my kids, that was the only thing I was worried about, was my kids.
A parent's worst nightmare came true Saturday night for Dawn Wakes. She smelled gas inside her house and went into the yard to investigate, but something went terribly wrong.
Stupid me, instead of using a flashlight, I used a lighter.
The flames flew up, burning her face and hair, yet two unlikely heroes were there to help. Her children, Taylor and Alexis, were both home and saw it all happen.
Well, I was playing with my dog in the backyard. I accidentally kicked the gas can, and my mom was using a lighter, then flames came up. And she found the spot, and it just burnt up in her face.
With both kids home alone and scared, her daughter knew the right thing to do.
Lexi was acting like the parent, and she called 911.
A happy ending after a frightful night as police and firefighters showed up. Dawn was taken to a local hospital and released. Her kids, the heroes of the day.
I can't be any more prouder of my kids. I mean, they impressed me big time.
Covering your news in White City, Rose Cote, News 10.
Availability of it is what was alarming at this stage. You go down to a gym, just about any gym, you can find people in the weightlifting room that you can get these performance-enhancing drugs from.
Craig Rigsby has coached hundreds of athletes and seen the pressure to be the best push teens to extreme measures. According to the Mayo Clinic, 3 million people in the United States currently use anabolic steroids. With 1 in 4 of them starting before the age of 20, means that 1 in 10 of these steroid users is a teenager. And with the pressure from media, parents, and peers to get bigger faster, the problem continues, even in the North State.
You're seeing a lot of people at gyms in different places across the country that are doing these things.
Every gym here in town has people in them they're selling.
And the motivation to use steroids comes from more than just one source.
I think they're have extreme pressure at home to be the best of anybody. They're being pushed by their friends, their parents, their peer group.
Kids are always coming in and asking me, how do I get bigger?
And the pressure only continues as professional athletes are pushing the limits.
Barry Bonds thing, it made people very, very aware of what steroids do for an athlete. I think because of that, they've created a bigger problem for kids.
Still, the dangers of steroids are not limited to a physical level.
And I've definitely seen some of the psychological effects of steroid use.
You get to a point where you don't think that whatever strength you have, you know it came from the drugs. So the idea of coming off, you're going to be weaker and smaller because of it, so it's very hard to come off.
Though most teens don't know the dangers of steroids like these, medical experts say they can cause damage to the liver and heart and can even stunt their growth.
If you're out there using steroids, then you're definitely putting your life at risk. There's going to be some type of negative effect on your body at some point in time.
But for some teens, a quick fix seems worth it in the long run, and they are willing to take the risk to get big fast. Yet the only thing combating this problem is the testing program, which in reality, most high schools do not have the money to pay for.
The whole testing program in college, especially community colleges, not only the cost, but a lot of things have been talked about civil rights.
But no matter the risk, many say there will always be those who will do anything for that edge.
The need and the desire to be the best is very painful to some people.
People who should be incarcerated are going to be cited and released.
Grants Pass Police and other agencies will soon be stretched thin. City leaders blame the county's failed tax levy. Josephine County Sheriff's Office is losing 70% of its staff. City police say it puts their residents at risk.
If all you do is issue citations to appear in court, those people are out able to reoffend and perhaps even reoffend the same victims.
While the levy didn't affect Grants Pass police budget, it is taking a toll on the city's ability to fight crime. Because the county's juvenile center is closing, underage offenders in the city will no longer have a place to go.
If there's no juvenile department to take them to, that means we become almost a babysitting service for kids at 2 in the morning.
Grants Pass police will now cite and release suspects unless they committed a felony. And the DA's office will no longer be prosecuting most misdemeanor cases, and even some felonies.
The impact is also going to be affected because of the jail capacity and what we're being able to do with our cases and the jail being able to hold these defendants.
With only 8 beds available on any given day, the jails will be filled with the most violent offenders. But Under Sheriff Donald Fasching says this is only the beginning.
The thing that bothers me the most is that they fail to see how dangerous this county could get throughout this summer with no law enforcement.
Covering your news in Grants Pass, Rose Cote, News 10.
Well, it's Thursday and we see high pressure building in. We're seeing that wet weather and it's pushing up towards the north, but we are going to see a lot of sun this weekend, the next couple of days, so you might want to get out and enjoy because it will not last for that much longer. Right now it's 49 in Redding, 48 in Red Bluff, 43 in Corning, 39 for Chico and Orville. The highs today looking nice in Chico, 65 degrees, and a little bit warmer in Redding. It's going to be 66 degrees. So the next couple of days are looking pleasant. You're going to see sun coming out. It's going to be in the 60s today, and the clouds won't come in until Sunday. So get out, enjoy the park, maybe take a walk in Bidwell.